Greetings everyone, Zannrath here. Welcome back to more Life is Strange. And let's go ahead and pick up where we were last time, which I think was, yep, lighthouse moment. We had that whole like trippy
Max, can you hear me?
road, I guess,
Please
up to
say
the lighthouse.
something.
Yeah.
I must have passed out.
Oh, thank God. Don't you ever do that again, okay?
Okay.
I swear. But that nightmare was so real. It was so horrible.
That's doubt.
This is my storm. I caused this. I caused all of this. I changed fate and destiny so much that I actually did alter the course of everything. And all I really created was just death and destruction.
Fuck all that, okay? You were given a power. You didn't ask for it. And you saved me. Which had to happen. All of this did. Except for what happened to Rachel. But without your power, we wouldn't have found her. Okay, so you're not the goddamn Time Master, but you're Maxine Caulfield. And you're amazing.
Good pep talk. I like how you could actually see the raindrops falling on her. I guess kind of on her
Max.
chest, in a sense. Her chest.
This is
stern.
the only way.
Uh-oh, what's going on? Oh, crap. Wait, she
I
has the
feel
picture?
like I took this shot 1,000 years ago.
Wasn't it like last week? Right? Didn't this all transpire in like the course of a week?
You could use that photo to change everything right back to when you took that picture. All that would take is for me to...
Fuck that. No. No way. You are my #1 priority now. You are all that matters to me.
Yeah, that's
I
how it all
know.
started, right?
You prove that over and over again. Even though I don't deserve it. I'm so selfish. Not like my mom.
Oh.
Look what she had to give up and live through. And she did. She deserves so much more than to be killed by a storm in a fucking diner.
I think I get it.
Even my stepfather deserves her alive. There's so many more people in Arcadia Bay who should live. Way more than me.
Don't say that. I won't trade you.
You're not trading me. Maybe you've just been delaying my real destiny. Look at how many times I've almost died or actually died around you. Look at what's happened in Arcadia Bay ever since you first
Very
saved
interesting
me.
point there.
I know I've been selfish, but for once, I think I should accept my fate. Our fate.
Chloe.
Max, you finally came back to me this week, and you did nothing but show me your love and friendship. You made me smile and laugh like I haven't done in years. Wherever I end up after this, in whatever reality, all those moments between us were real, and they'll always be ours. No matter what you choose, I know you'll make the right decision.
Here we go.
Chloe.
Oh, not quite yet.
I can't make this choice.
No, Max. You're the only one who can.
Choice time. Right? Fade to the other screen, like the whole like fuzzy. Yeah, there we go. Yep. Well, I think that's a very interesting point that Chloe made about how like, hey, look at all the times you've actually had to save me, including the first time, right, with the Nathan Prescott thing and how this all like started. I think it's a very interesting, I guess, that it kind of comes full circle in that regard, right? Like you have the choice to go back to before this all started and just let kind of things play out the way they should have, or not should have, but like would have happened had you not had the power. And you know, you've been spending all this time. What that other Max, I guess, has been saying is like, hey, you know what? Like, you've kind of just been, I don't want to say manipulated by Chloe, because it's like, I don't think she's like, oh, hey, you know, pull the strings, save me, and then like fuck everything up. It's like, no, like you want to save her because she's your friend and like all that stuff, right? And so, but look at everything that's happened because you've been trying to do that. And I think it's a very interesting parallel that pulls back onto, was it the end? Was it the third episode? I think, right, where you go to that alternate reality where you saved William, and then Chloe ends up in that wheelchair, and she asks whether you will help her end her life, whether you can do that or not. Ultimately, that's what it seems like so far at this point. What this game is about, right? Like whether you will ultimately be able to take her life in a sense, I guess, or not. So with that being said, I think we're gonna go with the two different. I think we'll like cycle back through and go with the different endings. Can I save this at this junction? No, I can't. Okay, so all right. So I don't remember if I can, like, after I make this decision, if it's gonna save, and then I'm gonna have to like, because I want to go back and make the other choice, right, and see that, because I'm guessing this is probably the end. This is the choice like you make at the end, and like you either like, you know, sacrifice Chloe, and then I think things go back to normal in a sense, right? Air quotes. Or you sacrifice Arcadia Bay and all that stuff. So let's for this first run, let's go ahead and, well, I mean, I guess to mirror my my choice, I think, I don't remember exactly what I chose in that whole like kind of medical situation. I'm gonna go and save Chloe, and we'll see how that goes. All right, sorry, Arcadia Bay.
Max, it's time.
That's funny because this game's all about time travel.
Not
Like
anymore.
Oh, get fucked.
Max, I'll always be with you.
She still doesn't have a gun, right? It'd be like really funny. Well, not funny, but like she just pulled out a gun and just shoots me. Like, no. Does that accomplish anything? No. But it'd just be like a real M. Night Shyamalan plot twist, right? But didn't you already see this scene at some point? I'm pretty sure we've heard this copyrighted music before. I wonder if the power of love and friendship will save the day. So, like, you chose your friend. That's all we wanted. This is the universe talking, and then the hurricane just stops. It's like, okay. Oh, and it just passes, and like everyone, like half the population is dead. But it's like, it's okay because you have your friend, right? As sadistic as that might sound. Hey, it's the ghost deer, perhaps. I don't believe that actual deer will actually come. Just check out the town after it's been destroyed. Oh, that's us. I think our decision is sinking in now. Reality sets in. another great day. And there's a save, I think, perhaps. Yep, I definitely want to see what happens if you go back and decide to save the whole town instead of just Chloe, I guess. I wonder if there's gonna be like a I don't know, a post-credit thing where you kind of get to see the aftermath of everything. Because I think that's like the biggest part of it, right? It's like, yeah, you made all these choices and you like decided to save Chloe, right? But then I want to see what happens after the fact. What my choices ultimately led to, right? But no, I think what I said about like I think it kind of does come full circle. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure there's some like forum or threads out there that's like talking about everything that's happened in this game. I think there's a lot more to be said about this game than I can think about right now. But it's definitely something. It's definitely been a game that's I guess really made you think about a lot of stuff, and I think that's the point of games like this. And obviously it's a decision-based game. You want to think about the decisions you make and all that stuff, but interesting parallels, I guess, to real life in a sense. It's like maybe you don't necessarily have time-traveling powers, but it makes you think about like how the things you've decided to do affect the people around you. Especially like the whole thing about the instance that I was thinking about was like when you're like going with Chloe and then like Kate calls you, and then how like you eventually meet her on the roof, and I was like, oh no, I'm just gonna go with Chloe, right? And then like that led to her jumping off the roof and all that stuff. So yeah. Although I'm kind of, yeah, so like I said, I kind of hope there's like a little bit after the credits, like a post-credit thing. Or maybe it's like additional DLC or something like that, because I really want to know what happens after all this, right? We made all our decisions, we saw the aftermath of quite a few of them, but then, you know, I really want to see what the impact of that last decision I made was, right? Because like, what was the other big turning point, big checkpoint, I guess, in this game that was telling David that whether Chloe was dead or not, and that obviously led to him either killing Mr. Jefferson or not, right? Yeah. Was there any other big decisions they had to make in this episode? I don't think so, other than this last one, right? So yeah, I mean, like, yeah, we kind of got that little touching moment of Chloe and Max driving through the, I guess, destroyed town of Arcadia Bay, but like, there's so many more questions that we want answered, right? Like, will Warren and Max like get together now? Because I chose to kiss him, right? That was a thing. Is that gonna happen? Like, what happened? Well, I guess Nathan is dead. We didn't really get much of like, I don't know how that happened. I don't know if that's just because I didn't make the right choices to go down that line, or if maybe it's supposed to be ambiguous, like, oh, Mark Jefferson did something to him. Victoria, we don't really even know. Like, she was there, and then, like, she's dead, like, presumably overdosed and, like, buried or whatever, but, like, I don't know. Still want to see, like, the aftermath of all these choices, right? Let's do a quick body count, I guess, while we have the time. So Victoria's dead. Kate, in my playthrough, because I'm pretty sure you can save her, was the first. Victoria's dead. Rachel's obviously before even the events of the story, I guess. Yeah, Nathan, and then Mr. Jefferson is in jail, presumably, or at least, well, I guess David's like holed up in that bunker with him, so he won't let him escape. Hopefully, at least. Otherwise, it'd be like, oh, Life is Strange 2. You know, Mr. Jefferson somehow was able to escape because he was tied up, right? Duct tape or something like that. He was somehow able to escape, and he's like back at a different school under a different moniker or something like that. Yeah, so like there's a Max and Warren thing. I guess Max and Chloe was a kind of a thing too, because we like went after her that one time in her room. Who else's fate? Like, does Joyce and David, like, do they reconcile? Probably. What else? Who else is what other stories do we want to follow? Like, what happens to the Vortex Club now that Nathan and Victoria are gone? Who's gonna rise to power there? There's gonna be like a huge power struggle for leadership of the Vortex Club. That'd be like Life is Strange 1.5. You know, the political machine of the Vortex Club. What else? What other stories do you want to see? I was gonna say, like, earlier in a previous episode when I kind of more immediately thought about this, but I don't think I mentioned it, but like, I kind of want to see a game from like Chloe's perspective. Like, if you never played this game and kind of know the story behind what's going on, but like how easily does Chloe and Warren just like believe in what Max is saying? It's like, yeah, sure, no problem. Like, I guess that speaks to their friendship, how much they really trust Max and all that stuff. But it's like, if you're like, yo, I just saw you die, like Chloe, right? It's like, yo, I just saw you die, and I came back in time to save you. And you're like, cool. I buy that. Thanks, bro. It's like, what? So I guess she did show off to Chloe, right? About whatchamacallit? The whole counting coins thing, and I can't remember exactly what she did. But anyways, enough of me stalling out because of the credits. All those people worked hard on this game, so you always want to give them props, right? Even though I didn't really pay attention to it, but I watched as I was talking, so that kind of counts, right? Anyways, pretty evenly split, more or less. Most people decide to save the whole town. I guess it kind of goes to that whole like ethical choice of like this is kind of the utilitarian choice, right? This is like do the most good, save the most people with the amount of resources we have. This is like the how can you justify this ethically? My ethical theory is really faltering right now, so I'm gonna pass on that. But utilitarian, right? So in the minority there, but pretty almost evenly split. This is like the emotional, like, yeah, this is my best friend. I can't let my best friend die after all this, like, all this that I went through just to save her can't be in vain, right? And so that's kind of that choice, maybe. This is like the, well, you know, do the most good, save the most people kind of thing. Think of the children, even though we're kind of minors ourselves, I think, right? Alright, David got a scar during the fight. Oh, I was gonna say, like, he got hit in the head, right? It's like, and the vast majority of people had that happen. I was like, is that, like, because when you got to rewind, I thought it was gonna be like, hey, watch out, he's gonna hit you, or something, right? But no, it was just like, hey, watch out. He's like, huh? And he gets hit in the head anyways, but then he's like, a little better off. So I was like, okay, that's interesting. David did not kill Jefferson, so pretty almost evenly split there. Saved the trucker, 2/3 approximately there. Saved Evan, 2/3 approximately there. Saved Alyssa, a little bit more than 2/3. Saved the fisherman. Who was the fisherman? Oh, that was the guy in the building, right? Like, these two were pretty easy. Like, I guess this one you could have missed. These two were kind of tied together, so I'm not really sure. I guess maybe it was just like, actually, I'm not sure how this pans out. 2/3 of the people, because I'm guessing, oops, sorry, bumped the mic there. At least if you were like me, you like didn't notice this QuickTime event. Not really QuickTime event, but this kind of like was a timed event, versus this was just like, hey, it's gonna happen he's like, okay, remember what I was saying about how, what was it? Imminent danger, right? Triage. So, like, this guy was definitely, like, I could see a lot of people letting him, or not letting him, but, like, having him die just because it was like, oh, like me, like, oh, I didn't notice, it was like a timed thing, right? Whereas this one, you know, I guess half the people are just like, or not half the people, like a third of the people were just like, oh, let's go, oh, like, whoops, he died, let's go back and save him, but then they didn't realize, I don't know, this guy just seemed like you could really easily save him. This was like you could probably miss this if you didn't wander around. This one, I guess a lot of that was an event where you kind of were forced, your hand was forced, you actually did the killing by turning on the sprinkler to advance the plot, and so I think a lot of people went and actually tried to save him, tried to figure out how to save him, like I did, just because it was like in our, like, these were kind of, I guess this was kind of in our hands too, that was kind of out of our hands. That one we had to do a little bit too, but she wasn't really in imminent danger, potentially. Maybe not, I don't know. But that one was like, we killed him. This one was kind of interesting. You helped Joyce believe in David again. And 2/3 of the people did not do that. Which, I don't know, maybe you still harbor resentment towards David. But, you know. Told the truth about Rachel to Frank, about 2/3 did that one, and the other third did not tell the truth about Rachel. Okay. You kissed Warren, the majority of their 2/3 didn't show Warren any affection. That's kind of, I mean, I guess these people were, you know, shipping, I think I'm using this right, this term, shipping Max and Chloe, you know, hoping for a little bit of fun stuff there. Hugged Warren, probably the more neutral-ish, because, like, you're friends, right? You're like, you know what? I'm about to, like, go back and fucking, like, change the world. Let me just hug him real quick. And then this is just, like, the whole, like, we're on board with the Warren Max thing. Right, so, oops. Well, not oops, I meant to click that, but yeah, so this is the big choice that we got to do, and then what was the other big choice? This is the other big choice. Right, so like I said, yeah, I guess we get to look at all the people we get to save, and I was actually really surprised that I saved everyone. I definitely thought I would have missed a couple people, just because there's, like, yeah. Anyways, let's see, how do I go back now? Because I want to go back. Here we go. Nope. Can I go back? Play episode choices. This is all the choices I made, so let's go back. I want to see what happens if you choose to save Arcadia Bay instead. So now that I finished a game, I can't complete it or something? I don't know. Okay, here we go. Forgot there was, like, these big checkpoints. Oh, man. So let's look at all the pictures I failed to get, right? Because I think there's, like, 70-something achievements. 60, 70-something achievements. I have, like, 30, like, 20 or 30 of them, right? So I missed a lot of pictures there. Pictures. A lot of things that I've missed. 2/3, 2 of 2. They're not fractions, right? It's 2 out of 3. 0 out of 1, 0 out of 1. Yep, lots of stuff that I missed. Great. That's how you know I'm good at these games. I don't know why it's, like, super laggy like this. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and make that last choice. We missed 5 pictures here, I guess. Huh, okay. Alright, here we go. Restart game from this chapter. Restart game. Wait, what? Play this chapter in collectible mode? I don't know what that is, but okay. Chapter... I guess using slot 3, because that's, like, the empty save file, right? Alright, let's make that choice and see what's up. Can I skip? Skip. Oh man, cutscene. Oops.
Max.
Kinda wish you could skip these cutscenes. Because, like, I'm guessing...
Something?
Actually, I don't know. I don't know if there are, like,
Thank
alternate,
Thank God.
endings or
Don't
anything
you
like
ever
that. I'm
do
just
that
gonna talk
again,
to you guys,
okay?
sorry.
I
But,
swear.
yeah, I'm not sure if there's any alternate,
nightmare was so
endings and
was
stuff like
so
that, because I played
horrible.
another game that had, like, different endings based... Well, that's slightly different. Never mind. But like obviously you have the two endings here, right? The whole save Chloe or save the town, and I'm wondering if like based on all the other choices, especially probably more likely the big choices that you make, if there are like alternate endings. Like maybe if you do a certain tree of choices for like those big ones where it pauses and the screen goes all like fuzzy and stuff like that. If there's a certain tree that you can follow that gives you like an alternative third choice, which is like I don't know.
Okay? You were
like
given a power. You didn't
realize
ask for
that
it.
you're actually
And you
Storm
saved me.
from
Which had
the
to
X-Men
happen. All of this did.
because you caused this storm, and then your hair goes white, and then now you're
But without your power,
is it Halle
we
Berry that
wouldn't
played
have found her.
Storm?
Okay,
The
so
live
you're
action
not the
movies? I don't
goddamn
know.
time master,
Anyways,
but you're
that's an
Maxine
option.
Caulfield.
Or like
You're amazing.
I don't know, you're just like I'm gonna go back in time and like somehow save both Chloe and Arcadia Bay. Can I skip? Oops, not the one I was gonna.
Max.
Skip. Nope. Yes, still no. So
This is the only way.
yeah, like I wonder if there's like an alternative
I feel like I took the
ending
shot
that you can
1,000
get. Probably
years
is, right? Maybe. All right, choice time. Almost. About
You-
right. We gotta hug first. Right. We gotta hug it
You
out.
could use that photo.
Actually,
to
no, she doesn't
change
hug me
everything
until after.
Right back to when you took
Right.
that picture.
So, also part of the reason why I didn't choose the other
for
one
me to-
was because I didn't want to play that minigame again.
To-
Right? Because you know how bad I am at that minigame.
No.
It's
No
the
way.
worst.
You
So,
are my number one priority.
that was partly why
You were all
I didn't
that
want
matters to me.
to do that.
I know.
And
You proved that over and over
I don't know.
again.
Maybe they'll actually
Even
just
though I
like
don't deserve
let
it.
you slide on this one, or let me slide rather, because
so
you, I'm
selfish.
sure, are better at that minigame
Not
than
like
I
my
am.
mom.
They'll let me slide on that and be
Well,
like,
but she had to
you know
give
what,
up
this is
and
the final
live
choice. We're just gonna,
She did.
we're just gonna
She
go ahead
deserves so
and
much
just let
more
you
than to be killed by
get
a
out
storm in
of
a
jail free
fucking
card.
diner.
You don't have to play minigame.
Even my
We'll just do it for you.
My stepfather
Um,
deserves her alive.
Oh, another thought that just crossed my
There's
mind
so many
about
more
now
people in
was that
Arcadia Bay who should live. Way
maybe
more than me.
what I was talking about
Say
before
that.
about like getting
I
to see like the
won't trade
post-credit
you.
stuff, like what
You're
happens,
Not trading me.
like what your decisions
Maybe
what
you've just
your
been
decisions
delaying my real
ultimately
destiny.
come to when you make this decision,
Look
and
at how
like what
many
the aftermath
times
of that
I've almost
decision.
died
This
or
one,
actually died around you.
is seeing
Look
something
at
that
what's
happened, like
happened in
after you
Arcadia
make
Bay
this
ever
decision,
since
what
you
happens
first saved
afterwards.
me.
Maybe
I know
there
I've
is like
been
a
selfish, but for once,
decision tree that gets
I
you
think I
like
should
that kind of
accept my
little
fate.
bonus
Our fate,
viewing, I
Chloe.
guess.
Max, you finally came
So maybe
back
that's
to
the
me this
thing
week,
too, because
and
like
you did nothing
I'd have a
but
hard
show
time
me
to
your
think
love
that there's not
and
some sort
friendship.
of like little thing that
You
maybe I
made me
missed
smile
because I didn't make
and
the
laugh
certain choices. Because
like
the
I
point of this
haven't
game,
done in
these kind of
years.
games, I think, right, are one, is the story,
Wherever I end
first of
up
all,
after this,
but then also
in
like
whatever reality, all
making
those
certain
moments
decisions
between
leads
us
to
were
certain
real,
things happening,
and they'll
which I guess
always
is
be
part of the
ours.
game, does the story in a sense,
No
when you
matter
get
what
different
you
aspects
choose.
of the story when
I
you
know
do
you'll
certain
make the right
decisions,
decision.
perhaps,
Chloe,
right? And then maybe
I
there
can't make
is
this choice.
some sort of like decision tree that gives you like a little bit of post story. Like, hey, you know what? We're gonna like if you invest the time into figuring out this decision tree, you're gonna get a little bit of a preview for like Life is Strange 2 or something like that, like the aftermath. Chloe and Max go to college. It's I don't know, something like that, because they're high school, right? Blackwell Academy is technically a high school because they're like 16 or 18 maybe. I don't know, can't remember. Anyways, also I want to point out the wording. Sacrifice is a very I think it's a very interesting choice of words for this decision, right? Because it's true, right? You're kind of sacrificing one or the other, but it really kind of it's a very emotional word, I guess, right? When you say like I have to sacrifice this town or my best friend, right? It's really making it a very I guess more meaningful, more invested choice. Right, so let's go ahead and get the other ending, like I said. Sorry, bro. I'll come back for you another time.
Max, it's time.
So we're gonna go back. Basically, instead of driving through,
I'm so sorry. I don't want to do this.
instead of driving through the town, are we gonna like see
I know,
the whole,
Max, but we have to. We have to save everybody.
see the whole like
Okay.
bathroom scene again?
And you'll make those fuckers pay for what they did to Rachel. Being together this week, it was the best farewell gift I could have hoped for. You're my hero, Max.
Uh-oh. Wow. Well, that's what that 6% wanted, right? That's what that 6% wanted. Although I have to say, her choice of saying "you're my hero" kind of makes this even harder. It's like, because heroes are supposed to save people, right?
I'll always love you. Now get out of here, please. Do it before I freak. And Max Caulfield,
Where's she backing up to?
don't you forget about me.
Never will. Where's she backing up to? Where's she going? So we have to do this alone. That's kind of the symbolism, right? That she's out of our lives now, so we have to do this. We have to go through this on our own. But what was I saying before about something? Totally forgot. I don't know. I got distracted by the hot action, I suppose. But yes, free pass. Free pass. Don't have to play the mini game. Did we take this before or after Chloe? She's just gonna drop in and never come back to this point. I thought we took this after Chloe, right? Or no? Before? I guess if she's waiting for something to happen. Oh yeah, I was saying, never mind. I forgot.
It's cool, Nathan. Don't stress.
What?
You're okay, bro. Just
Okay.
count to 3.
And watch, she's gonna try to do something in intervene
You
again, right?
own this school. If I wanted, I could blow it up. You're the boss.
Did that happen? I don't remember that happening.
So what do
I'm
you
freaking out
want?
like that.
I hope
What,
you
you come
checked
to
the
the girls'
perimeter,
bathroom
as
again?
my step-ass would say.
Oh yeah, because he had to meet with
Now,
Chloe, that's right.
let's talk business.
I got nothing for you.
Wrong. You got hella cash.
You don't know who the fuck I am or who you're messing around with.
Where'd you get that? What are you doing?
And
Come on, put that thing down!
Don't ever tell me what to do. I'm so sick of people trying to control me.
You are going to get in hella more trouble for this than drugs.
Nobody would ever even miss your punk ass, would they?
Get that gun away from me, psycho!
And yeah. That must be hard. That must be hard. So basically in this timeline then, Nathan would go to jail. Jefferson wouldn't have a chance to get like Victoria and them and Max into his little torture dungeon, photo dungeon, darkroom, I guess it's called. Right, because he doesn't have Nathan as like a patsy to drug people and all that stuff. Hey, where'd we go? Oh, I was gonna say like, and somehow we mysteriously disappeared. It's like, no, we're still here. But oh, look at that. And it's like the whole photo burning thing. I don't know. Here are all the things that changed. Yep, there's David arresting Nathan headbutting. Not gonna happen. He's in jail. He's getting interrogated. Is that still David? He's not part of the police force though, is he? Chloe dancing and all that stuff. Instead of being Mr. Jefferson. I guess Nathan like confessed everything, right? Wait, that wasn't David? Because he seemed really... Okay, too many things are flashing. Okay, so... Yep, so... She has her teddy bear now. Joyce is giving Max, like, a bunch of Chloe's old stuff. I guess they had she had a lot of photographs or something? It was a picture box, right? So she's going through, it's like, these are all the photos that I took. In my years without you. I'm gonna visit Floyd house because that's the last time I saw you. Oh, here we go. Is it gonna be Warren? Nope. Just kidding. Oh my god, it's an angel. That's Chloe. No, that's a bird. Still Chloe. It's the symbolism that counts, right? No tornado on the horizon. we look over the town that we've saved. Saved by not going through with all the actions that we took originally. So this is the full circle kind of choice, I guess. So she's still in mourning. She's got the deer or doe, I don't know, necklace. Kind of cool, symbolic, I guess. I think that's supposed to be us because we wore that deer shirt, that doe shirt the whole time, right? So everyone at Blackwell, I guess, is going to go mourn Chloe's loss. Wait, is that Kate? Oh yeah, because this is before everything happened, right? I was like, wait, that's weird. I was like, no, it's okay. There's David and Joyce up there in front. Principal Wells. Warren was there too. Some other dudes I don't remember. What's that on the tree? I get it. We were going to her funeral. We wanted to stop by the lighthouse first. Guys, Samuel's on here. He's gonna grab his hand. Yep. This is gonna be like a. Is that Frank? It's funny, Frank. I forgot his dog's name. Pompidou? Again. Maybe the butterflies, Chloe. Right? It's the blue. Periwinkle or whatever, I don't know. And look at that. We know Chloe's still around. We know. Alright. So, yeah, that was quite, that was a little bit of a longer of a, kind of cutscene at the end. Which I think is, I don't know, I was hoping for a little bit more. I wanted to see what happened with the rest of the town, like if you make that choice, right? Like with this one, it kind of feels a little bit more, closed, I guess, in a sense. Because it's like, you go back in time, you prevent everything that basically happened in this game from happening, and you just let the normal course of time and events flow, right? And then you, I mean, obviously you go, there's the funeral and all that stuff, but then you kind of end with that, like, I guess it feels like it's closed because you have that last shot with like Max, and she sees this the butterfly that kind of instigated all of this, right? Because that was like what allowed us to go back to do the choice that we made in that ending, and it kind of, I don't know, I guess it kind of symbolizes Chloe, like, because she has the blue hair and like the butterfly and all. I don't know. Maybe that's just drawing connections where there isn't supposed to be one, but I think the developers made that conscious choice of having like the blue butterfly, where they could have chosen any other color, and the same thing with Chloe's hair, right? So I think that one gives a little bit of a more sense of closure than I think the saving Chloe one does. But then again, that's what I'm saying. Like, maybe it's gonna be like, you know what? Life is Strange 2. Chloe and Max go to college. You know, after leaving Arcadia Bay, they go to, well, I don't know what's an art school, like an art college. I'm gonna say they go to like Oregon or Oregon State, but it's like, I don't think those are those are not art schools. Not to say that they don't have good art programs. I wouldn't know because I don't follow that. But yeah. So, anyways, that is it for Life is Strange. I mean, I still stuck with this choice because that was the first one I went with. But like I said, I definitely feel a little bit better. I don't know if better is the word, but I keep saying it. But I feel a more sense of closure with this choice that we just saw. So, it was a really good game, I think. It makes you, it makes you think a lot about, kind of stuff outside, not just like the whole, like, oh, you think about like the choices you make with your own friends or like death and stuff like that. But I think it really kind of brings to light some of these ideas that the choices kind of make you, think about. And obviously, like the whole thing about when Chloe was in her wheelchair, that alternate timeline, the whole ethics behind, having her, helping her take her own life, or helping her like overdose and take her life, versus not, kind of really, I don't know if they were going for something like this, but it really made me think about things because, I'm in medical school and that's kind of the stuff that's one of the topics that we had to learn about for like ethics and stuff like that. And so at least that, kind of got to me because kind of, not personally in a sense, but like kind of personally because I've had to like learn about that stuff and talk about that kind of stuff. So it really makes you kind of think about and draw these parallels to, other things in life. So, kudos on them. It's a really well done game. Enjoyable to play through. And, I'm sure there's, I already missed like a bunch of photos, and I'm sure there's other like secret Easter eggs and like alternate storylines and like whatever that I've probably missed. But I'm probably not going to be going through because I'm sure there's going to be like plenty of other people who've done it. And, I'm probably just going to like watch them. See if there's any alternate, like maybe there's probably some wiki site or it was like there's like a super secret alternate timeline where yes, Max actually does become Storm, and it turns out that Life is Strange and the DONTNOD universe is like secretly linked to, oh god, I'm gonna piss off so many people by saying this. I don't know, is X-Men Marvel or DC? But sorry, leave your angry comments in the section below. But it's secretly linked to that universe, and yeah, and then she like. Life is Strange 2 leads into her meeting Professor Xavier, or actually does Storm meet Professor Xavier? She's one of the older ones with like Wolverine and like Cyclops, right? Like the first generation. I don't know. Sorry about that, guys. Anyways, that's it for Life is Strange. So I hope you guys enjoy this series, and until next time, bye.